Right, so just give me a little bit more then in terms of what the situation is with you. I know we had a chat on the phone and you gave me a bit of a heads up, and you had to cancel a test because your instructor wouldn't.
I've been having lessons with her since April, so I've been going sort of once every week, maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Okay.
And then, but Mum and Dad weren't taking me out,
Right.
so I've not had that side of it.
Okay.
So, just purely because they quite like the car. They didn't quite trust me with it. So, so she said I wasn't ready and that I was going to fail, so...
Right, okay. Did she give you any particular reason for that? Was there any aspects of your driving that she felt...
She said that I wasn't experienced enough because Mum and Dad hadn't been taking me out.
Right.
But she said I didn't need any more lessons, so yeah, that didn't quite sit with me. So
okay, okay. So roughly, how many hours of practice would you say that you've had today?
Like 45 or something like that. So I've had quite a few lessons with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it still a case that Mum and Dad don't want to go out with you, or has that changed?
It's hopefully going to change.
Oh, it's
hopefully.
Right. It hasn't changed yet?
No, not yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So when's the last time you had a lesson?
Maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3.
Okay. So it's all still pretty current and fresh in your head.
Yeah.
And then from your point of view, is there anything that you, if you're being honest with yourself, would say that you don't feel like you're quite as strong at as you would like to be, regardless of the test?
So big roundabouts, we only ever did like Monk's Cross, you know how it's got like 2 lanes where you come off. I'd never ever done one of them before.
Oh, right.
And obviously I've seen Mum do it, and I did it wrong when she took me out.
Okay.
So, but other than that, maybe manoeuvres, like reversing around a corner, I hate those, I can't. Can't do that for the life of me.
So, have you? I take it you've gone through the full sort of spectrum of stuff, including all of the manoeuvres, parallel parking, bay parking, all of that stuff. Okay, right, cool. So, I have no expectations at this moment in time in terms of what your level of ability is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming it's pretty good, really the purpose of this exercise is for us just to go on a short sort of 1 hour assessment drive. Well, given the amount of lessons that you've had and where you feel you are with your driving, I'm not really expecting necessarily to need to teach you much.
Yeah.
Okay. That said, if I pick up anything in your driving that I feel I can help you with, I'll mention it.
Okay.
Okay. Probably around about halfway through the drive, what we'll do is we'll just stop somewhere, have a chat, I can give you some feedback, and then at the end of the session I can give you some more feedback, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'll tell you where I think you are relative to where you need to be in order to pass your test, and then we can talk about what we do after that, because until we get to that point we don't really know, do we? I will like to see you do at least one reversing manoeuvre. Not sure where that's going to be at the moment, but I'll let you know in plenty of time. But really it's going to be a case of driving out from here into York, have a little drive around York, probably go down on the dual carriageway, head towards near where the test centre is, and then we'll sort of loop back, come through town, probably the Tang Hall area, if you know that at all, and then sort of make our way back here, which should be, hopefully, depending on traffic, around about an hour. Okay, if it's a bit over, as long as that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. So you're not on a deadline, you don't
No,
need to go
you're
back,
right.
bang on. Okay. Right, so just so, what car did you drive before with your other
It was a Lupo, so
A what?
It's similar size to a Polo. It's
Oh,
a
right.
VW.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it was quite small.
Oh, right, okay. Never heard of a Lupo. I'm not a big car fanatic
me
anyway.
neither before I'd driven it.
Okay, so just to explain, not that it necessarily means anything, because it's a Ford Focus. It's a 6-speed gearbox. What was your...
5.
5, okay.
Yeah.
So we've got the extra gear. Where was reverse in the car that you...
You pushed it down and...
Over and up?
Over and up, yeah.
Right, okay. So it's similar, it's still over and up, but you pull it up.
Okay.
Okay, so clutch down, up, over, up, and then the reversing camera comes on. Have you used a reversing camera before? Right, okay, fine. Did the car that you were practicing before have a key that goes inside the steering? Okay, this doesn't. It does have a key, which is here, but it's a start-stop button. So if the engine cuts out, because you stall or we've just stopped and the engine stops and you want to get it started again, just clutch all the way down and then the start-stop button is there. Okay, so press it to turn off, clutch down, and it fires up again. Okay, if it cuts out on its own because you've gone into neutral, then don't worry about that. Just press the clutch down and it should fire up again without you needing to press the button. Which side were your indicators on the Lupo?
That one.
They're the same in this car.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. The pedals are probably going to feel a little bit different to what you're used to.
Yeah, even when I pressed it down before.
So if you're a little bit sort of hit and miss with the pedals, for want of a better phrase, to begin with, don't worry about that. But we're not assessing that.
That's all right.
Okay, because whoever you are, when you jump into a vehicle that you've never driven before, it always takes a little bit of time to adapt. Okay, I drove a student's car a few weeks back. I nearly put myself through the windscreen when I hit the brakes. Right, so that said, I'll direct you en route. You probably know the general route that we're going to be taking, but I'll still tell you when to turn left or right, because it just makes it a little bit easier for you. And then let's see how we go. Yeah? Have you got any questions before we set off?
No, I don't think so. No.
If you do have any questions at any point, just ask. Yeah? And I'll either completely ignore you, or more likely I'll answer you. But no, honestly, seriously, if you are concerned at all about anything, then just let me know, or if you've got any questions, or if you want to pull over, as long as it's safe, then we can pull over. Okay, so over to you when you're ready then.